Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the craziest year I have ever known. I am your planetary defense commander, Star-Lord Thor 7, and I love you. And as the world seems to unravel, the United States, specifically this portion and this portion, are looking at an hellacious amount of rain over the next 10 days. Puerto Rico has had 50 earthquakes in the last 24 hours over 2.5 magnitude or more, and it had a 5.8, which was downgraded to a 4.9 less than 24 hours ago. Puerto Rico is one of the spots I warned of in 2018 for 2019 and 2020, and you guys are definitely on high alert. David Bugnard letting us know Puerto Rico's government doesn't have an earthquake response plan, but no government really has an earthquake or volcano response plan. Mexico's volcano Popocatépetl has been active today at moderate levels, and I gave Popocatépetl the award for the most active volcano in the world in 2019. And I don't know if you know this, that's just south of the United States of America. And just a side note to all my haters and hackers, look, dudes, I've been under the gun for so long and I've had so many death threats, they don't really work on me anymore. Plus, if the world is just going to slide into a shithole, if I got killed today, I'm not really going to miss anything, now am I? Besides, who makes threats over the internet? You know? For reals. David Bugnard, again, one of Puerto Rico's iconic natural wonders, a soaring stone arch along the southern coast known as Punta Venta, or Window Point, collapsed early Monday as a 5.79 earthquake rattled the island. It was another beautiful spring hot day in Texas today. And so it is going to be a stormy, weird, wild week as we have 6 days to go until the Saturn Pluto Conjunction, which happens every 33 to 36 years. And we have a full total lunar eclipse of a Wolf Moon, and things are just wild and wacky in general. But if you're in any of the red zones, you're going to be facing heavy rain. Heavy rain. This is going to be dangerous. And we had a 7-day alert for possible tornadoes and straight line winds, which is really rare. Oil continues to skyrocket on Middle East uncertainty. But remember, so far, you have survived 100% of your worst days. You are doing great, and it's always darkest before the dawn, although it's a bit dark these days. Antonio Vecoli. Clear sky conditions allowed Sentinel-2 to capture some activity of the Fuego volcano today at 4:26 UTC. For more information, you can go to those links. Yeah, the volcanoes and earthquakes are active, and they will stay active. Speaking of governments not having a plan for volcanoes or earthquakes, it was reported today that all these fires, which erupted pretty much at the same times, were done by 200 separate arsonists who, I guess, synchronized their arson. Were like, let us all go all across Australia and set fires at the exact same time. Even though I had warned of Australia on our possible volcano eruption list and New Zealand. And remember, over here, 900 miles away, a volcano erupted. So, yeah, dude, I'm taking that with a grain of salt. We had some beautiful auroras last night in Lapland. Our sun is starting to wake up as we head towards solar maximum. We have sunspot AR2577, I believe, and it looks like we've got a second sunspot careening over on the horizon of the corona of the sun, and one of these things popped off, so we have a solar storm headed our way on the 9th. Whoa, crap. CrankywxGuy, the king of weather Twitter and the best weatherman on the planet, saying this is going to blow up into a significant storm. He's talking about tonight's action. The issue for us is the triggering occurs just as the edge of heavier supportive precip is in the near shore waters. But it's pretty close, so the micromanage is warranted, especially south and east, New England, Delmarva, Virginia, New Jersey coasts. I would check out his blog, which I will leave link for you in the information box, as he breaks this down with incredible focus, minutia, and super well thought out detail. I guess we can say we got that cool zonal flow. Oh, I love coolness. I warned you all about weeks ago. Did not think it'd affect January 8th window so badly. A little additional cool followed by Bermuda Ridge reprisal times 3. First install stronger than before. On off 2-3 versus 1 to 2 day periods. Flex and wane. And so here is the system that Cranky is talking about now, that he is watching very carefully. And as he said, it could turn out to be quite a storm for people over the next 24 to 48 hours. We have our moisture moving in from the Pacific Northwest. And then we got some rain coming in 48 hours to Texas. So we're in for some wild, wild weather as we have our massive major storm that Cranky's been warning us about for a month, and I've been trying to pass that word along for just as long. It should start up around the 9th or 10th. See how it'll start to drag in. You get the pack moisture combining with the Gulf moisture. And then here's where it begins. And this is going to be a major flooding event, possible a major tornado event, and major icing event. Look at that right there, people. Look at this. That is going to, and this is going to be some major precipitation pushing up into the cold zone as you have the super hot battling out the super cold for super storms. So get ready. This should be a big deal. I hope I'm wrong. I hope, and it underperforms, but the models have been consistently drawing it up, all the models, as being something nasty. And so look at this period is an 18-hour period. There, and there. Just that alone is 18 hours of heavy, heavy rain. And then your next storm coming in the Pac Northwest. And then the moisture supposedly lightens up a bit, but it is still going to be a major icing event. As I was trying to show you yesterday, like it's ice. It should be an icing event for this whole area. Here, I'll do it for you. Whoop. See, like, watch the pink. See that? That's a major icing event, man, for a lot of people. And then it bombs out at, well, not too bad, no bombogenesis. And then you get your next storm from the Gulf, and then your pack moisture coming in on the 14th. They will combine to storm it out, and then the tail of this thing, and this, look at these, the isobars, man. It's going to be some crazy freaking winds. This is the 15th. How are you jumping forward on me? Look at that. And then, so you get your next major massive storm. And then this is the fun period. But then watch the west. Keep your eye on the west coast, too, because we get a cyclonic feature with a major storm. And yeah, this whole period is going to be wild. I'm hoping for a snow day. Although I don't think Natalie will go sledding with me. But look at this storm for the west coast. I've been pointing this one out for a while. We look at a major storm, major atmospheric river, major moisture. And then you get your next cyclone to punch through the south. And it just gets all super stormy again. So January in 2020, look at this. Ice, dude. And it's the same areas. And so January is going to be pretty icy, pretty stormy, pretty wet, pretty floody, pretty wild. Add in some volcanoes, some earthquakes, World War III, the tail end of the bullshit impeachment shit. It's going to be wild. But I got my rent paid, and I got my electric company to say I don't have to pay till Friday. So, and you're alive, I'm alive. We're all still here. And I'll try to keep my spirits up, keep your spirits up. Money's tight here, so if anybody wants to make another contribution or donation, that'd be fantastic. But I'll be doing what I can to keep hope alive for everybody, because I have faith in God, and these are the craziest days I've ever known. I want to thank everybody for all their love and support, but I really want to stress this. The next 6 days leading up to the full moon on the 10th and then the Pluto-Saturn conjunction on the 12th, this is like underworld Hades, dark energy, blood magic. Like, get your prayer game on, sing, like just do what you can to keep hope alive and keep the mood and vibration as high as possible, because the darker forces are going to get a big boost and it's going to get pretty wild. But God is great and I have faith. So I love you. Thank you. Stay cool. And I'll be talking at you, because this is what I do in the near future.